And we live, y'all, with another episode of a shit podcast. No, I take that back. Fuck that. We live, y'all, with an episode of Crown and Collards. In fact, this is the 104th episode of Crown and Collards, brought to you by the Cold Slither Podcast Network. This your boy Dan, aka Number One Misandrous, aka I'm not a shit podcast host, aka tell your tall auntie that she could follow and DM me, aka uh slap a nigga with a trout, aka okay, that's good enough. And I'm joined as always by the homie.
What's up, y'all? I am Jeremy, aka Black Dante, aka Confucius, aka Issa Durag, aka Don't At Me If You Ugly, aka um the the second most hated by hoteps, with the number one being Sarone.
Yes, indeed. We we are joined by a return guest on the Crown and College show. Um, Go ahead, holler at him.
Um, so it's Rare Breed on Twitter, aka Lauren, aka I don't have all those different names that y'all have. Um, right now my name on there is actually Jehovah's Thickness, but I have an
Ooh,
explanation.
ooh,
Yeah.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah. I mean, somebody posted a picture of this girl that was on Christian Mingle and her name was Jehovah's Thickness and her
I
bio
saw
was
that.
like
I saw that.
And I'm like, thank you, young lady, for this new name. I love it. And everybody's judging me, but it's okay.
Hey, I saw that, and all I had to say is, that young lady was the lead choir director. That's all I got to say.
You know, she's sitting in the front row with a little
She,
short skirt, you know.
you know, she be, she be eyeballing the pastor every time you catch the Holy Ghost. Every time.
And he be with it.
hmm That's one of his outside. That's one of his. That's one of his future outside marriages right there.
Or 5 babies already, but we're
Mm-hmm.
not gonna talk about
Speaking of
that.
babies and pastors, real quick. One shout out to Clemson. Um,
Oh shit.
Ooh.
I I'm not a
Ooh.
Clemson fan. I have no
Ooh.
stake in college football, but I will admit I never thought I'd see the day that the evil empire, which is Alabama, would lose in the big game. I never thought I'd see the day. With that
Evil
said,
Empire.
the only commentary I have is, oh boy, Desmond with the suit, bruh. The commentator that had
Oh yeah,
that
Desmond Howard. Yeah,
yes, that's a
Heisman. That
the
boy had his Michigan colors on. He was representing.
boy, that nigga was looking like a pimp out of Valdosta.
Ooh. Valdosta.
Shout out to them colors. That motherfucker was looking like that suit was made from scratch.
Get him some swag, boy.
Motherfucker, you see a motherfucker in social circle with a suit like that.
Ooh.
Shout out to that suit. But um, but yeah, briefly, since Dan brought it up, briefly, I want to address this. I was recently on our CEO, head nigga in charge, Classics podcast, the Classic Team Up, where we addressed and by we I mean Classic pretty much just went on a goddamn rant. If you haven't listened to it, listen to it. It's very hilarious. But some young lad,
Orc Blurred. I'm gonna say his name. That name is Orc Blurred.
some young lad
Well,
decided
put it out
to.
there then.
I know, right? Some young lad last week decided to speak when nobody was speak when he was not asked to, as the old folks say. You know, the old folks say don't speak unless you're spoken to. He didn't do that,
Yeah.
and so he had some very disparaging things to say about the podcast, saying it's a shit podcast, and he said this in lieu of some other loser ass internet nigga coming in my woman's mentions unprovoked, all willy nilly. She was just minding her business. And this loser ass nigga just came in out of nowhere and talked all crazy. And I'm gonna
This
say
is very
this
common, unfortunately.
Right.
very, 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 because niggas only do that to women on Twitter, so but whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say this and then I'm gonna pass it to Dan, and we ain't gonna spend too much time on this, but if you don't like the podcast, that's fine. It's honestly fine. We ain't for everybody. And that's perfectly fine because everybody ain't for us. It's some podcasts that I don't fuck with because of, the people. But because of the people that host them or whatever. They just ain't my cup of tea. Everything ain't for everybody. What I don't like and what I won't tolerate is one, anybody coming at my girl unprovoked when she was just minding her damn business. That's number one.
Even
Number
if it was
two,
provoked.
even if it was provoked, what you're not gonna
It's not
do
happening.
is come in my girl's mentions like you ain't got no goddamn home training. Number two, if you don't like the podcast, that's fine. What is some bitch shit though is using that opportunity and hyping up that dude that talk crazy to a woman on Twitter as your shield for why you don't like the podcast. If you don't like the podcast, you don't like me or Dan, that's fine. Honestly, we got way too many people that fuck with us and that love us to give a shit about somebody that don't. But what the fuck you not gonna do is not fuck with us, but then use that whole ass shit as a crush as to why you don't like us. Stand on your own 2 feet and say it to my face. That's all I got to say. Or say it to my ad. That's all I got to say.
Say it with your chest.
Say it with your chest, little nigga.
So, my particular beef with this all blurred motherfucker was I don't think he realized that we had receipts on his ass. So, my first interaction with this little dude was a couple months
Not
back.
the little dude.
With this little dude was a couple months back when he who was Kirk Cousins made a guest appearance on the show. Now, in all of his infinite wisdom, he thought Kirk Cousins. I'm not dissing Kirk Cousins by bringing Kirk Cousins on my podcast. That would be stupid. So that's not what I'm doing. I just since he ripped the Saints a new one last year, every now and again when he have a good game, I bring him back to the show, and it's all good. People get a kick out of it, even though Jeremy want me to, get Kirk Cousins the fuck out of here. But people get a kick out of it, and he who was Kirk Cousins was born. Well, this motherfucker
Slash
decided.
nigga.
No, he don't even deserve that. No. He decided I was dissing Kirk Cousins, so I just wrote a simple, clarification. No, this is, I fucks with Kirk Cousins.
It's a joke.
Right.
It's a joke.
It's a joke, but I fuck with Kirk Cousins also. So like, don't think I'm not taking shots. And he still didn't. He ain't seem to accept that. So it's like, all right, well, I don't know what to do with this. So I explained myself once. I'll let you do what you got to do with it. The second time I interact with this dude, when I see him gaslighting old boy, dissing Jeremy for daring to stand up for his old lady.
That's some country ass shit where you say old lady. Continue.
I'm really on here with two country ass niggas, to be honest.
Hey.
I just noticed that.
Hey.
But continue.
And so now we got an issue on our hands. Because you just said the shit that I work on, the shit that I produced for a good length of time, the shit that I see happen often, the shit that I immediately jumped at the opportunity to do this with Jeremy. It was 10 minutes between his original tweet and my response.
Literally.
Wow.
I've been wanting to do a podcast myself. Found an outlet here. Got my partner, my little homie, doing our thing. We growing and we evolving as people, as content producers, and as motherfucking podcasters. That's what we supposed to do. We ain't, the same as we used to be at one time.
And we don't have to be fuckboys to do it.
Right. So for you to turn around and take what we do, the communities we serve and that we elevate and that we prop up, mixed in with our country good humor that your dumb ass didn't even fucking get, for something that's topical on this show at this point. How dare you, dog? How motherfucking dare you? That took a dump truck full of nerve, and I mean, again, like everything about the shit, like the circumstances, what he said, how he said it, what he said it about. Dog, Jeremy and I, we not doing this for no accolades or for no infamy or for no big time awards and none of that. We just two country ass partners just talking. As far as we concerned, we talk. I forget we got to listen to sometimes.
Honestly, truly. But if you do want to run us coin, we can see CC coins. If you want to run us coins, you can CC our PayPal.
Right.
Continue.
That Cash App, all that good stuff. Venmo.
Hey,
Hey.
how we got to do it? I got a square reader. Like, what's good? What's happening?
Yes.
Hey,
yes. But
so again, I decided to go ahead on and pull the receipts on the motherfucker who determined that we got a shit podcast. And it turns out that he listens to our show pretty often. And he reads Jeremy's tweets pretty often and would interact with Jeremy pretty often. So I'm like, all right, so here we got a dude who then white knighted for his boy, who is talking shit about a dude who is defending his girl. Except the motherfucker you talking about is the dude who you've been, chopping it up with all this time. So I decided I'm gonna show his ass who the fuck he was and what role he got in this shit. Boy, you are a fan. You clap in the audience, and then you go home, and then the next time we put the shit out, you buy your ticket and you clap some more. You a fan, partner. You got 2 fucking shows. I'm not even about to do myself the disservice of listening to either one of them. My CEO handled that for me. Shout out to Classic. And you know what? I trust his expertise. He said you sound like you talking into your shirt. I believe the shit. You say you don't know how to. You say you don't know how to fade out a track at the beginning of a show. I believe the shit. He said you don't know how to cut down the length of time on the intro song. I believe the shit. I'm gonna tell you something, partner. I produced the show up until about episode 40. Go back and listen. I blends my shit.
This is true.
I cuts my shit.
I say this, but I talk about makeup when I say that. But
I mean, same difference. Same. It applies. It applies.
I make sure my music. When we did background music on the show, I made sure that shit was nice and low underneath. I made sure Jeremy and I sounded clear at all times.
Right.
Even
though I sound like malt liquor, but continue.
It don't matter. You sound like the cleanest fucking malt liquor on the planet, homie.
Yeah, molasses.
The smoothest, slow running molasses we gonna find. And I tells you this: the ads we did, I put that together. I made them sound better than the original recording quality because I got the expertise. I could have helped you, partner, but not as fuck you. I don't want to see you. Classic said he wish you the best. I wish you nothing at all. I hope you quit podcasting personally.
Yes.
Because it's signal and it's noise. And you, partner, you ain't shit but noise. Straight up. So if you want to put a little podcast out, you want to talk your little shit, say whatever, do whatever, be however, that's fine, homie. Just know, between the bullshit you finna do and the excellence we got working over here, the motherfucking excellence we got working over here, we worlds apart, partner. Might as well call it you do something else. Rename it. Call it talking. And with that said, fuck it. Let's start the show.
Well, these tweets. This rant has been brought to you by Fuck It.
It is brought to you by Fuck It and Fuck That and Fuck That Shit.
Lauren, you're breaking up.
Don't fall on the steps on this, Lauren.
Yeah, don't pull a meet me.
No, all right, there you go.
Oh no, I'm not doing that.
You good?
Still here?
No, I saw that.
Yeah,
you still.
Hello?
I saw that right before we recorded. and I haven't stopped laughing since.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'll link it to you.
Okay. I've been missing stuff lately. I don't like that.
Like he just caught the Holy Ghost, and I hadn't been able to fucking contain myself. That and we finna start it off with. So yeah, white people. What's up with your mans? What's up with your mans that y'all elected? Because we didn't do this. You lovely white people. Y'all did
Define
this.
lovely.
I'm using that loosely. Y'all lovely white people elected Donald Trump as the president-elect. And it just broke out recently, literally like hours before we started recording, that something that we pretty much knew all along is that Donald had ties to Russia and shit. I mean, which, no shit.
Right.
But what we didn't know is that apparently the CIA has known about this. They did a report. Somebody did the investigation like they should have been fucking doing. Apparently the CIA has known about Trump's ties to Russia since August. And with the reports coming out and the transcripts coming out, it appears that Russia has been planning this shit for 5 years and has cartels with Donald Trump, and their whole plan was to use Donald as a puppet to divide and weaken the West. Apparently, they have the receipts on Donald and can blackmail him if he doesn't be the puppet that they wanted him to be. And if that wasn't bad enough, apparently Donald was caught with some sex workers on film, and they were pissing on him.
Oh my God. I missed all this. Oh my gosh. Drip, drip,
so,
drip. Ew.
So, yeah. So white people elected a pissy puppet as the next head of president of the United States of America. So when that media supposed to hit? Cause
let me make sure I'm not around.
I mean, I just want to make it the new Earth before it hit, but we can kind of wrap this motherfucker up. To be perfectly honest, cause white people. Why are white people? It ain't even white people. What are you doing? It's why are white people at this point? Why are white people? Because they did this.
There's literally no logical explanation as to how he got elected in the first place, but it's like more and more things are coming out and they're all regretting their decision. And I'm like, nah, you can't do nothing about it now. You did it. It's done. So
you did this.
I don't know. It definitely wasn't us. We minorities, hell.
It definitely wasn't us, and especially a damn sure wasn't black women.
Absolutely not.
Because once again, y'all tried to save us as a collective from the brink of destruction yet again. And unfortunately, it didn't work. Because white people went full white people, and you never go full white people. And they elected a pissy puppet for a country that has had it out for us since the Cold War.
I just don't understand how women, white or black, whatever, white women voted for this man. Like, he's disgusting.
He is a skunk. He is basically a human embodiment of the comment section on YouTube.
Oh God. Or Pornhub.
Oh God. That's a level of savage that I don't think I want to know exists.
You gotta be a real creep to comment. And that's
That's how I feel about Donald.
Yeah, that's it. Dan, are you still with us?
I'm still here. I'm face palming right now because I can't motherfucking believe that people really did this, man. And
Like this is real life.
like,
This ain't no Chappelle skit. And I keep thinking to
right?
myself, maybe it is. Hell no. I went to
Like,
work the next day like, nah.
Maybe I was high. Maybe I was asleep. Nah, this is life. This is for real.
we knew this about him. This is what really blows me. Like,
And it didn't matter.
Yeah, I was about to say like, and I tweeted this like it's really been, at least for me, this is how I've been feeling about this because ever since the election we've been coming out, it's been new information that Hillary led in the popularity vote and
Right.
this, that, and the third, and it's like Dan said, more stuff that we already knew about this motherfucker's ties to Russia and his conflicting interests and shit. And while all that's good, it didn't matter because we knew, like, we knew. People knew. White people knew. They didn't give a fuck. This was a
They
state.
don't. They
They
don't.
this was a statement vote to say we tired of you talking about Black Lives Matter. We're tired of you talking about women's issues. We're tired of you talking about LGBTQ people. We're tired of you talking about these men trying to be women in wigs, all that ignorant shit. This was a statement
Right.
vote to say all of y'all who ain't straight and white and male,
Yep.
that's all this
Yep.
was. It ain't have shit to do
After
with nothing else. It didn't have
after
shit to do
Obama,
with
at this point, they didn't care who ran as long as it was a white man, old white man. They
right.
didn't care who won. It could have been Pee Wee Herman against Hillary Clinton, and he would have won against her.
Yeah, because white people, this was the era that was coming. White people were going to send a statement to everybody other than straight white men. They were going to send a statement to everybody, regardless of who. Like, if Barack, and we're gonna get to him in a minute, if Barack could have ran for a third term, he probably would have won. Even with
man,
white
Barack
people
would have
going
cleaned
for,
up if he ran for a third term.
I
even with
don't
white
know,
people,
man.
yeah, because I'm like, but still, like,
The way the country is right now and the way they're
right,
acting,
right,
I don't know, man. They
right,
they
Nah,
like,
tired of
because what
Obama.
happened was all the assholes who stayed at home who voted for Obama last time, they would have voted this time.
I don't know, man.
I,
Because
I, I don't
the
know.
way they're
Like, if we
acting
would have,
right now,
yeah, like if we would have said that like before this happened, then yeah. But even though I still, even though I still believe he will win a third term, I ain't as confident as I was before because
yeah. I just
uh,
don't have
un,
any. I don't
you
have any faith anymore in the way that these people vote. Like I was assuming, I was like, oh, of course Hillary will win. Of course.
we are there because common sense would have like in a perfect world where common sense prevails, even without the people that voted, she still should have whooped his ass. Still, like it was no contest. But again,
In a
whiteness
perfect
gone,
world.
whiteness gone white. White white folks was like, we're tired of you darkies, tired of you gays, we're tired of you women bitching. We want a straight white man to restore order for the American people. That's who voted for that motherfucker, and now we all gonna
And they
suffer.
poor. I'm like, hey, idiot, like, he don't like you either. You're not rich.
Right. Well, he isn't either, but that's neither here nor there. I
Oh.
mean,
Hey.
you can't be bankrupt 5 times, beloved. That's all I'm saying.
Ooh.
But
Must be
speaking,
two sides.
but unfortunately, this is it's not a dream. It's not a reality show. Well, it's a reality show to him, but
Honestly.
unfortunately, this is life. And as we're speaking, President Barack Obama is giving his last address to his last speech, his farewell speech to the nation before the Cheeto sits in the chair that he's occupied for 8 years. And
Four now.
Well,
people keep saying this, and I'm getting scared. I'm like, listen, I believe in speaking things into existence. I'm not gonna say 4. We gonna not we.
maybe two.
Lord, as long as Pence don't end up being president,
listen,
as an alternative.
Listen, Pence is the fucking devil. But I'm kind of glad we recording while it's going, because I ain't gonna lie, I might not have been able to make it through, because despite some of my issues with him, that man did an impossible job of being the head nigga in charge of this bigoted ass, retarded ass country, and managing what he did with what he had. And I'm especially gonna miss Michelle, and especially Sasha and Malia.
Yeah.
And the dog. And we really, this country honestly really did not deserve the Obamas, and especially didn't deserve Michelle Obama.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss Michelle more than anything, to be honest.
Yes, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I sometimes I be squinting at Barry, but I still fucks with him. But it's Michelle that I'm gonna miss the most.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's natural to have critique about someone. I mean, no one's perfect. Of course, you're gonna have critique. It's not like, oh, we're not supporting him just because they're saying maybe you could have did this or that. That's normal.
Like, the thing with Barack
Michelle?
is flawless. The thing, the only thing, and I get why she did it. The only thing is when she had that Oprah interview and she was kind of like being diplomatic and being mature about the Cheetos and shit, which
they gotta play the game sometimes. I mean, I don't hold that against them, because I know how they, like. Come on, we know how they truly feel.
Yeah.
Like,
because the thing is,
but we don't know though.
Never gotten that far.
We know.
I will say this.
We know.
I will say this. Speaking like on Barack's legacy and stuff, I think, and I've been thinking about this a lot myself.
Her name Michelle LaVaughn Robinson, dog. We know how she feel.
Out of the two,
let me lay it out there, dog. We know.
Out of the two, like,
ain't she from Chicago? Like, listen.
Yeah.
Dog, out of the two, Michelle, yeah, but especially for Barack, I think he's much more of a. Cause I mean, just think about what he's like. I don't think he lying when he say that he believes in America. He believes that, changing. He got faith in white people that we looking at him like, nigga, is you high? Like, I think that's him. Like, I think he's way more center than I think we wanted him to be, or that we. Like we didn't want him to be center. We didn't want him to say shit like, like, for instance, when, there's a shooting and, it's riots and shit. We don't want him to say, you shouldn't, be looting and rioting and shit, because one, that's fucking obvious. And two, it's not necessarily the point. The point is that another unarmed black person got murdered by the police, or just got murdered, i.e. Dylan Roof, which fuck him, by the way. And that should be the point. And we get pissed when he's plays the both sides and saying that, hey, black lives do matter, but also you shouldn't be rioting and shit. And I think that's really him. Like, I think some of us don't want to accept that, but I think that's really him. Like, he's really a middle of the ground president and a middle of the ground person. And when you look back on his presidency, he's really been middle ground. Like, I don't think it's like, well, he's just saying this and then behind closed doors he's like Malcolm X. Like, no, I really think he's more of a center person. Michelle probably is more Malcolm. But as far as Barack, I think that's just who he is. And I think we wanted him to be more militant, fair or unfair. But That's just
Some
who he
people
is.
wanted him to be the president of black people, and
Yeah, I mean, I guess
Yeah,
because he's the first black president, but at the
and
same time, if he
and
would have been
honestly,
Malcolm, he wouldn't have been. I don't think he would have been elected if he was Malcolm from the beginning.
right.
but yeah, and I get it. But see, at the same time, like I don't blame those people because I mean, he may not be solely the president of black people, but he is our president.
Right.
You know,
You
he
still
is
want to
Yeah,
be represented.
he is a president of black people. Now he
yeah.
ain't solely the president of black people,
But
which that's
that's what I'm saying though. That's what a lot of people treated his presidency like. Like he was the
You
president of
shouldn't do
black people.
this
That
because
was
you
it.
black. You should do that because you black.
Like they treated him basically like he was Chris Rock and Head of State. How he was campaigning. They treated him like that's how his presidency was supposed to look too.
Oh,
And trust me,
yeah,
right
that's
now
I
I
that's
would
get
take
both sides of
Mace
that.
Gilliam over all these other niggas slash motherfuckers right now. But
that's hilarious. Um, but yeah, what do y'all think of his legacy, like individually? Lauren, ladies first, so you go first. Ladies first.
I mean, I understand both sides of it because you sometimes have to be politically correct, things like that. Sometimes you have to like ride the fence. And that's one of the reasons why he was elected in the first place. But in certain situations, you just want someone in power to say the things that you want them to say. You want them to
Keep it
give you
real.
some kind of comfort. Yeah. And it's like, I don't think it's that unrealistic for him to say this or that. But people are like, oh, this is happening. He should be driving there. He should be flying there right now. And I'm like, you don't know what he has going on day to day. I don't know, but I do feel like his legacy will be big. And it's like seeing him go away, it's like, what hope do we have at this point? Going from him to Donald Trump? Like, come on. This is night and day. But a lot of people are saying, oh, when he finally leaves, he's gonna have like a tell-all and say what he actually feels. And I don't see that coming, like at all. I don't think he's gonna have a tell-all of how he really feels, none of that. But I've enjoyed his presidency for the most part.
Dan?
he made it 8 years with no scandals, and he pissed off a bunch of white people. Rousing success. Go.
Yeah.
That's it.
And he did it with class too. Like I wouldn't be able to deal with those racist and all those names they've been calling him with the kind of class he's been having, him and Michelle.
Oh, I got it.
Y'all excuse that. That was on that Al podcast with my uncle. But for me, I agree. Like I think I am grateful at the fact that I was alive when we had a black president, good or
Yep.
bad. I think really understand the critiques of him. I definitely have some myself. Some reasonable, some unreasonable. At the same time, I think some of the defenses of him, because he's our first black president, some of them are reasonable, and then some of them it's like, well, dog, you just don't want nobody to look at the man wrong. It's like, damn, I do have a brain. I can say something logical that the man may have could have done better, or that this wasn't, a good look or something. It's you only get this from Beyonce fans. It's like, damn. But
Don't even lie on here.
look, listen. All right, listen. I'm a part-time
Wait,
member.
let me be quiet.
I'm a part-time member of the Beehive myself, so I get it.
Yeah.
I usually stand on the weekends.
Oh, okay, that's good.
But I think he was more. Whether you like the man or not, I think you can look at the totality of his presidency and say that he did a good enough job with what he had to work with and without, and that the country failed him more than he failed the country. To quote Rod from The Black Guy Who Tips.
Yep.
So yeah, these next 4 years, 4 years at minimum, are gonna be some bullshit.
Oh, and one more thing. The first full year that Barack Obama was the president, a little something happened. A team based out of New Orleans, Louisiana, won 13 straight games.
What we not
Three
gonna do while
playoff
you on here
games.
with
What
your
we not gonna
Italian
do? Nobody
saying?
cares
They were
about
the
that shit.
first.
What we not
No,
They
gonna
were the first
do?
team
no,
to be received
nobody cares about that shit.
fully
So
by
moving on,
President
we have
Obama.
Not
other
now,
important things to talk
person.
about. We
Rise
have
up.
more important things to talk about in this dance soiree. Nobody cares about that bullshit.
Not soiree.
Y'all forgot I'm editing this episode, didn't y'all?
I don't give a flying fuck.
Ooh.
The fuck?
Ooh, I did not know.
Like you told me last week, give a fuck about your team, nigga.
Well, I mean, your team ain't even play last week, so that's why I ain't give a fuck about them. But now I'm watching for them to lose, so now I really give a fuck. There, let's
Of
roll.
course,
We
of
don't
course.
need this negativity.
Let's
We
roll.
don't need
Let's
this.
roll. Let's roll. Come on, gloves off, partner. Oh, no, wait.
Wait till
As Master P said, put the gloves on then, homie.
we'll handle this off air. Damn it.
All right.
But I have to step real quick. I'll be back in like a minute. Dan, bring in the next topic.
All right. So
Please.
what's her face and other what's her face?
Yeah, them. Right.
No, seriously. Kim Burrell and Shirley Caesar. Which we know we were kind of gonna talk about this last week, but then kind of not. But obviously we know now that Kim Burrell has not only said some harmful things about the LGBTQIA elemental P community.
I wasn't gonna say it.
But then, given a chance to either rejoinder or otherwise the shit she said, she doubled down. And basically was like, yeah, I said it. That's how I feel about it. If you don't like it, that's fine. Cost you nothing. Pay me no mind. But the problem is she has lost endorsements and she has lost scheduled appearances. She lost the Ellen appearance. And I don't know, man. I think again at this point, 2017, we beyond reasonability in terms of using your Bible, using your religious text as a means to condemn or to judge or to put down anybody of any particular variant walk of life.
May I interject here? I'm back, by the way. Lauren has a tweet that's in my favorites / likes. By the way, Twitter, what the hell?
Yeah.
Twitter, what the hell? Which I don't know if she's still getting traction from this tweet or not, but
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
It's a tweet that Lauren had, and I don't feel like going through my life to search for it, but I shall paraphrase. And Lauren said, I feel like God says, nigga, I ain't say that shit at least 10,000 times a day.
Yeah. It sounds like that.
And that is pretty accurate. And also to add on to the Shirley Caesar Kim Burrell thing, not only did Kim Burrell double down, Shirley, you name it, Caesar then came out and said that if Kim wanted to speak on it, she should have, tying it back to our president that we just talked about, she should have said it 4 years ago before Barack Obama made that stuff okay.
Good grief.
Obviously referring to him being able to pass gender equality,
Marriage Freedom Act, shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And this sparked a whole bunch of shit on the Twitters, especially as far as, religion and, the LGBTQ community. No disrespect, but for me, myself personally, I don't mean to offend. I just don't know all the terminology and phraseology. So I know what I know what those 5 letters mean. I don't know what everything else means. So
I think queer.
Queer. That's why I stopped.
Questioning. I think the extra Q is questioning.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the other two.
And then I is intersex and A is asexual. So intersex is born with both organs in some capacity, whether it be, they got male external organs and female internal organs, or usually it's the other way around, but it varies obviously. But the point is, you got characteristics of both, and then
Okay.
asexual just means people who ain't attracted to nobody.
I want to be
That's the
asexual.
that's
Hell,
that's the Reader's Digest version. It's obviously a lot more complicated.
Lauren, you asexual to people that reply all.
absolutely, absolutely. Matter of fact, let me put this out here. If I retweet something and you laughing at something, you don't need to add me, the two other niggas in the tweet, and the person that tweeted it. Just don't do that. Just stop that for 2017, please
Just
and thank
retweet it.
you. Please,
Just
please
retweet it.
God,
I will
please
admit though,
God.
that shit is fun, especially with me. Especially with me starting the Ankh-Rite shit. Man, look. Man,
I
look.
already know. I already know.
Look. Hey, look. You know, beloved. But yes. So it sparked a whole bunch of stuff and arguments on the timeline and stuff. I, for the most part, especially now, I usually just tweet from my mentions. I really don't, even if it's positive, I kind of don't really be paying attention to what the timeline be talking about for the most part. I just kind of tweet from my mentions.
Understandable.
But it, this is what made me uncomfortable about the shit. And it's kind of like the people that had a problem with me starting to call hoteps the Ankh-Rite, and just people that have negative stuff to say about hoteps, period, in general. Because religious people, and especially Christians, or especially Black Christians, they got real white manish about people and people in general, and then LGBTQ people talking about how homophobic, how transphobic the church is, and how anti-LGBTQ in general the church and the Black church can be. And they got real, not all Christian-y, white manish, you're bashing about it. And especially Black folks, and I mean, let's keep it above. We in Black Twitter, air quotes, most of us niggas.
Can be hella
Yeah.
Republican.
It very. And
Yeah.
it was like, and I tweeted this, and it's like, as Black people, you should be able to understand how religion can be harmful and oppressive, because white people used to use the same religion that you going not all about, that same religion, they used to use that to justify treating us as inhuman and less than. So you should be able to understand where LGBTQ people are coming from, especially LGBTQ people that look like you. You should be able to understand that. And I saw a lot of people, and I actually had a conversation with someone, and she knows who she is. And this is no shade to her. But I actually had a good conversation with someone who was a Christian who was kind of, feeling a way about it. But I saw other people who kind of like equivocating, like LGBTQ people, and people were like bashing Christianity and shit. And it's like, that's not the same. Like, it's not equal. Like, saying that religion, and not even just Christianity, by the way, but just religion in period, in general, historically, people have used it in a negative way that's been harmful to people. And you're equivocating that with people speaking the truth as bashing? Like, it's not the same.
No,
It's
no,
not the
it's
same at
not.
all. Like,
And I mean, I'm
go
a
ahead, Lauren.
Christian, so sometimes I might feel a way when like it seems like this could be wrong, but a lot of times on my timeline I'll see more things about Christianity than anything. But at the same time, I know it's not talking about me. I'm not that person, so I keep scrolling.
If
I'm
it
not
don't
about to take
apply,
it.
let it
Right,
fly.
right. So I'm not about to be like, oh, I'm not gonna go back and forth about your beliefs, especially if somebody's been hurt by the church. That's not my thoughts. That's not my feelings. That's what you went through. So I can't sit here and be like, no, that's not true, blah, 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 based on something that you experienced. I can't do that.
Right.
But
Like,
I can't do that. It's not my ministry, so I can't tell you how you feel or what happened to you.
yeah, and I think, and a lot of people did that, by the way, Lauren. Saying what you just said, like black LGBTQ people have been hurt by, the church and the black church, and a lot of people didn't do what you did and just
I
scroll and
refuse
keep scroll and keep it pushing. They reacted and, like I said, try to equivocate the shit. And it's like, I think, and especially on Twitter, I think that well-meaning Christian black folks, or allies or whatever, even though I don't like the term, but whatever.
Yeah.
I think, for as much as people talk about people on Twitter being in a bubble in a negative way, being shady and shit, like, that kind of is what they were doing, because it's like, you do realize that while you may be a Christian on Twitter and you may be woke and progressive and all that, you do realize you're a minority. Like, we
Yeah.
literally have an entire political party backed by Christianity that does not fuck with the LGBTQ community at all. And also, on the kicker, by the way, they also don't fuck with your black ass either. Like,
Right.
like,
by the way.
right, by the way. So it's like, I get it. Like, when it's your group, quote unquote, nobody likes to be seen as ugly. Nobody likes to be seen as a problem. Nobody likes to be attacked, quote unquote, or whatever. I get it. At the same time, when you know, or at least you should know, that your group can be, and historically has been, problematic and been fucked up and shit, and especially to other people that look like you, that are telling you their experiences, and not only their experiences, but experiences of people that they know, and experiences of people that know that they know that they know, and so on and so forth. You kind of got to reel in that not all, dog. Look, we humans, and fragility is a motherfucker. Trust me, I know, because I used to be a not all men, not all black men ass nigga myself. Thank God for growth. So trust me, I get it. But at the same time, sometimes you just got to take that proverbial air, quote unquote, and swallow it and be like, you know what? Okay.
Yeah.
It don't apply to me, but, maybe. Okay. You got it.
That's pretty much what I do. Well, I see that, and it's the same thing when what happened, the shooting in Orlando. I remember XD was tweeting certain things about straight folks.
Yes.
You remember, and it was
yes,
like,
I remember that. I was at
I'm
brunch when he
like,
did that.
dude. I'm like,
Yes.
dude.
Shout out to XD. Love him.
Yeah. If this doesn't apply to you, if this is not something that you do, keep it moving. And I'm like, I follow him.
XD had a lot of straight folks mad. A lot.
Yeah. He had time that day. And I mean, people were killed. Like,
right.
And you're over here saying this and that and the
in
third,
his community.
You offended. And it's like, he has a reason to say these things. Unless he's speaking to you or something that you've done, keep scrolling. I didn't have to mute him. I didn't have to do none of that. He getting all that out, and it was relevant.
Right.
If it doesn't apply to you, keep it moving.
Right. Like, especially when it's like, it was his community. Like, you're straight. Like, while on one level, you can feel empathy and sympathy, which a lot of people did. Which a lot of people did, to to the credit of the not all crowd or whatever, whatever. While you can empathize and sympathize, it ain't the same, because you're not LGBTQ, you're not gay, you're not bi, you're not trans. Like, it's a certain level you're not going to understand, and that's okay. But when he gets to talking about how fucked up straight people, hetero people, can be and often are to LGBTQ people, that ain't the time for you to go not all straights. That is not the time. And then I was waiting on you to do it. I was waiting on you to do
as
it.
far as the seriousness of the shooting, do you really think is that important for you to be like, hey, this isn't me? No one
Right.
cares. It was more important things going on. People got killed. Like, no.
Right. And with the, the thing now with Kim Burrell, like, nigga, it wasn't even just, Kim Burrell was doing the passive aggressive thing of disagreeing, quote unquote, with homosexuality, which is the dumbest shit ever. Because nigga, if somebody were to tell Lauren, for instance, Lauren, if someone were to walk up to you and say, you know what, Lauren, I disagree with you being straight. I disagree with you being heterosexual. You would look at them crazy and call them a dumbass.
I would laugh so hard. It would be like, nigga, what?
Right. Exactly. But that ain't afforded to gay people or to bi people or to trans people. We don't afford them that. As a society, we don't afford them that equality to be like, you know what? Calling somebody sexuality a choice or a lifestyle or something that you can agree or disagree with, that is pretty stupid. Because if we did that straight people, we would laugh and clown people and be like, nigga, you stupid. We would do that.
Yeah.
And if you and people that will say, well, no, we wouldn't, you a fucking lie. We would. We would.
Yeah, we would.
We would. So, because being straight is the default in this country, in this society. Like, it's assumed that people, even in 2017, it's assumed that people are straight, that they're heterosexual, that they're cisgendered. Even though I know Twitter hates words and shit, but whatever. This ain't y'all podcast.
Jesus.
I mean, I said what the fuck I said.
This is our shit podcast, goddammit.
Niggas be hating. Niggas be hating.
Oh God, no.
Niggas be hating words like motherfuckers ain't made up words for fucking centuries and decades, and like we ain't been learning new words since we've been fucking children. But whatever. Ooh, I gotta learn a new word. Ooh, that's how niggas be. But anyway,
words are hard.
Right, words are hard. I don't like this word.
Don't make me learn any new words. Words are too hard. I can't do.
And for the record, I don't even
do.
And for the record, like,
their words anymore. I know all the words that I'm going to know in my life. So no new words. No new words. No new words.
What is happening?
Dan, please, we got more show.
Don't do
Daniel.
Bird.
Daniel.
Damn it, Daniel.
Right.
But like I was saying, like, for the record, even though I know a lot of terms, I don't use them motherfuckers all the time. So I get, using them all the time can be exhausting. But motherfuckers really be acting like if you learn just one word, I'm like, oh, okay, so that's the difference between transgender and cisgender. Okay, motherfuckers
That's
be acting
why
like
I don't learn no words no more because I want to be
right. Motherfuckers really be acting like you just cuss them out or some shit.
I'm just going to be mean with the words I know. So the words, and I don't want to learn any new words. Don't teach me any new words. No, nothing. No more new words. I learned the last new word I was going to learn the day before I graduated high school. So no more new words.
Fab vocab, man. Do you know how many times I've seen what is this head? And I've been on Twitter for almost, what was it? Damn, how long have I been on Twitter? 2009?
Yes, the answer is yes.
Right?
God.
The answer is yes. We all been on Twitter, yes.
Forever. But like, you know how many times I've seen that question? And I've had that question myself. I Googled it, I found it. Oh, okay. And I'm done. But I see that question so often. And I'm just like, dude, y'all don't know yet? Yeah.
Right. Like, and I get it. I ain't saying, because again.
Because I have to look it up myself, so I understand.
Right. Like, for a lot of us, if we just gonna keep it a buck, for a lot of us, Twitter is probably the most we've ever discussed LGBTQ issues in general, period, for a lot of us. So a lot of, the terms, and especially if you ain't trying to be a head ass, a lot of terms and a lot of phraseology and stuff is new. And you know what? I get it. I get it. Some of it can go over your head. Some of it, whatever. I get it. But it also comes a point in time where, okay, it's the difference between it's something new to you, something you may not get, and then you just being a head ass. And a lot of people be head asses about the shit. Like, dude, it's not gonna kill you to
Yeah.
learn another word. Like, it's not gonna kill you. I promise you. I learned what cisgender meant. I was like, oh, okay, that's the thing, and went on about my fucking day. I still make jokes.
Basically.
I think niggas think that if you learn new words and shit, you gonna catch a case of the woke. like you ain't gonna be you ain't gonna be able to have fun or laugh at jokes no more. It's like, ooh, a new word. Ooh, now I'm Sean King. Like, I think that's how niggas feel. It's like, nigga, I learned what cisgender meant, and I still make jokes about Yandis bundles, which we gonna do it later on, by
No,
the
let's
way.
do that
Ooh,
right now.
yes.
Bring it in. Bring
Oh,
it in.
yes.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Let's roll it.
Ooh, listen.
Let's roll it, because niggas don't want to learn new words anyway. So let's roll it. Get them jokes off.
We gonna say that we got more shit, Daniel. We got more shit. Damn it, I ordered this shit in the runner for a reason, nigga.
All right, fine. I just thought you was ready to jump off and let the jump
No,
go.
me and Lauren gonna get that. I ain't tell Lauren beforehand, but that's
All
also
right.
another
All right. All
reason.
right. All right. Cool. Cool. Cool.
That's also another reason why we brought her on, because I've been binge watching Love and Flip Flops, and I've been catching up. And me and Lauren gonna talk about it. Dan don't watch it. He
Love
gonna
and
chime in with
flip
jokes, but
flops.
I
That's
just want to
that's
talk
my
about
sole role right now.
I just want to talk about Yandy, and because she done lost her goddamn mind. But back to the point.
Yeah,
Back
yeah,
to
yeah.
this. Um, but yeah, like it's. I think a lot of people on Twitter, on in Black Twitter, and this don't even completely apply to LGBTQ issues. It also applies to women's issues, Black women issues. A lot of people think the only privilege and the only fragility is white privilege and fragility. They don't even consider the fact that, oh shit, just like white people can be head asses and obtuse and hit me with the not all, I can
No.
do that. Thank you, Dan. I can do that to Black women. I can do that to Black LGBTQ people, and I can just be a head ass in general. I think a lot of people like, and especially, I really don't give a fuck. I block so many niggas on Twitter. Like, I follow way more women than I do men, and I'm not a fucking shame, because a good 88% of these motherfuckers are trash, and I'm not ashamed to say that. If
Yeah.
you got a problem, at me. I really don't give a fuck. So,
Yeah. I've had
and a
to
lot of
stop the
times,
superficial follows because
yeah,
niggas be
super. We gonna get to that later on
trash.
too, Lauren. We
Okay.
gonna get to that
All
too.
right. All right.
We're gonna get to that later on too. Remember, I told you gave us the topic for the show. um,
Oh, yeah, yeah. You're welcome.
um, but yeah. So, especially with dudes, because I noticed, and many other people have said it. Um, I say it again, and I really don't give a fuck how dudes feel about it. A lot of niggas get real Republican when the topic isn't about race. When you throw gender into it, when you throw sexuality into it, when you throw women's issues into it, when you throw LGBTQ issues into it, a lot of niggas, a lot of Black men, straight Black men, become the white people of Black people and get real fucking white and get real fucking Republican and real fucking obtuse and real fragile real quick. And when I see that stuff, that's when I block niggas. I'm like, nope, don't need to follow you. And especially because it's one dude in particular, and he really like the champion of the not all Black men or not all men crowd and shit. I saw that motherfucker literally go full white man and be dismissive as all the fucks with this one Black woman, this one Black feminist that even through all this his head assery still fucked with him and caught flack for still fucking with him. and explain to him in the most non-argumentative, abrasive way as to why the not all black men shit is counterproductive and dismissive as hell. And this motherfucker went full obtuse, obstinate white man, and I'm like, see,
Lord.
that's exactly why I don't fuck with a whole bunch of niggas right there, because motherfuckers get information real fucking quick with white men when it ain't about race. When we can get information about racism, it's all camaraderie and come together and rah and fuck these white people and fuck how they feel and don't hit us with the not all the shit. But when it ain't time to talk about race, they get real white real quick.
And it's kind of funny because I've seen some men say, "Oh, y'all always talking bad about us black men, but then you want to go over here and march about us about us getting killed." Yeah, nigga, we still don't want you to die.
We just want you to stop being fucking head asses.
Yeah,
the two ain't mutually exclusive.
You still someone's father, son, brother, whatever. We still don't want you to die. We just want you to have some sense.
Stop being head asses. You would think it's common sense.
You would think, but common sense ain't common, so
right.
You
know. But yeah, man, it's just with Kimberell and Shayla Caesar doubling down on their homophobia. It's been an exhausting 2 weeks and shit. Man. That was not the way to bring in to leave off 2016 and the way to start 2017. And you know what? Unfortunately, especially under the Cheeto, it's probably gonna get worse.
We're not gonna say this. I'm gonna knock on this fake wood I got in here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably gonna get it's gonna be a lot of homophobia these next at minimum 4 years with the
hopefully 1 year.
Office. But then we might get Mike Pence.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we stuck between a rock and a hard place. I was ready for 2016 to be over, but it's like, then we got this fool. Like,
we got 2016 FD coming up and shit.
Right.
This really does feel like a Chappelle Show skit.
Speaking of a great show, and speaking of pissing off niggas, the Ankh Wright was. I'm pretty sure the Ankh Wright was mad at this, because the Golden Globes were last night. Well, no, not last night. It was Sunday.
Sunday, yeah.
It was Sunday, and Moonlight won. Moonlight won a Golden Globe.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
If you don't know, Moonlight's been categorized as a gay film, but I honestly, from seeing some conversation with queer people, speaking of somebody we were talking about earlier, shout out to XD, and just observing, I think it's more. I don't think it's necessarily a pure gay film, but more just a film about a young man in the LGBTQ spectrum exploring his masculinity and stuff, which still is in that spectrum, which is still a good thing. Still good. So yeah, that one, and I'm not even gonna lie. Also, Hidden Figures. Doing hella well. It's number 1 in the box office, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
And it's only on 2,400 screens, so it's not like it's all over the place.
With crazy weather, opening weekend.
Right. So I'm not even gonna say a lie. I wanted Moonlight. I do, unless they black, I do white award shows like this. I either halfway tune into them or I don't watch them at all, but I just want to see if we won. Like, I just want to see if black folks won. Unless I don't even fuck with, I get it, representation and all that. I'm not talking shit about anybody that watches them, but just for me, I just want to see if the niggas won, and that's it.
That's pretty much, yeah. That's me. Even with the music awards, I don't even know half of these folks if they're not black.
Right. I just want to see if the niggas won, and that's it.
So exactly. And I heard it from Twitter, so I was like, yes.
Yes, I was like, yes, black people, yes. So I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. For me, part of me, most of me wanted Moonlight and Hidden Figures to win and do good, obviously, because stories that in the black community that need to be heard about, black women and with Hidden Figures and LGBTQ, black LGBTQ representation with Moonlight. So that was good. But that's mostly why I wanted them to win. Not even gonna say a lie though. Teeny bit part of me wanted them to win just to piss off the Ankh right that was standing down for Birth of a Nation and Nate Parker.
Oh my goodness. I saw
them
that.
motherfuckers is quiet.
It was terrible. They were like, oh, y'all not gonna see Birth of a Nation, but you're gonna go see Moonlight. Oh, okay. Carrot plus carrot equals like eggplant. Like, how does that even make any sense?
Right.
You want to see Birth of a Nation, but you want to see Moonlight, which is about a gay man, which is the white man's propaganda to destroy the black family.
You're doing it a little too good, Jeremy, bro.
Look, them motherfuckers been in my mentions. Look, them motherfuckers been in my mentions. Look, I can't help but do it
same
good.
script.
Right.
It's like, it's the end of the black man's. They're trying to emasculate the black man and all this good shit. Like, what? Huh? Gay men are masculine. They're men.
Right. Giving Umar Johnson this money for a school that ain't gonna be built.
That's a good scammer right there.
Listen, that is the scam Hall of Fame right there.
Truly, honestly.
They gave that motherfucker all that money for a school for Pan-African studies, and ain't not nair brick been laid yet, and it's been over like 10 years. Not nair brick been laid.
I still like the elder Rasan DeLay calling him a pan fucking cow, man.
Look.
What?
Look. Oh, Lauren. You haven't. Lauren.
I missed something.
You didn't see the video from the elder?
No.
Oh, you gonna hear it today.
Oh, Lord.
You gonna hear it today. For those of you that tuned in with us last week on Crown of Collards, y'all have already heard this, but Lauren hasn't. So, so you just hold tight. One, real cool. And also, this is a good service for people that missed it last week, maybe haven't caught up. It's cool. It's fine. But life be happening. But y'all gonna hear it again today. Lauren, are you sitting down?
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right, Dan, are you ready?
Let's roll it.
All right.
Morning, family. It's Elder Rasan DeLay out of the great city of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Represent.
Coming to you with another great and informative video. Peace and blessing to all the melanated family. Peace and blessing to all mankind. This video is going to be about Omar Johnson.
You can tell he about to talk trash.
Now, Lauren, I just want to give you context. This motherfucker has on a kufi, shades, no teeth.
Oh no.
So maybe I put some respect on the elder.
He looks like he looks like oh shit. Lauren, you gonna block me for saying this, but it's okay. Love you too. But he looks like the grandfather of David.
Don't do this. Don't do this. Other people probably don't even know what you're talking about, but I do, and that's enough. Nope.
We pause the podcast right here to play the David audio read by Dan.
No, because that shit had me fucking dying. No. But
I'm not doing this with y'all.
back to the elder. This is the rest of back to the elder.
I was looking at a video. He was going off on SETI. So why you had to talk about the man's skin, light skin, and dark skin. That go to show you right there, you can't be Pan-African because melanated people come in all colors and shades. Omar
Another you playing this
Johnson,
for a second week in a row.
but yet you claim you're a conscious person.
Yes.
You for the liberation of melanated people. I don't think so. Then you sit up there talking about the man stay with his mother, this, that, the other. What the hell that got to do with anybody? That's right. Don't look like you conscious of what's coming out of your mouth. But you're supposed to be Pan-African. You've been collecting money for a school for 20 years. Where is the money? Where's the school? Seems like you may be a con man your goddamn self. That's right. Then you want to channel it, set it to a debate. This, that, and the other. What that gonna solve? Not a goddamn thing. Debating hasn't solved any motherfucking thing. Give me a motherfucking economical plan where we can get some land, where we can start building our own schools, where we can start teaching our children melanated history, not the white man history, not sit over there bickering and fighting and talk about you the fucking prince. A prince ain't no motherfucking king. That's right. A prince is Lord and king. As far as I'm concerned, you the prince of the conscious community, and you gonna take over this, and you gonna take over that. That ain't no fucking leader. That's a bully and an arrogant motherfucker. That's what you is, Omar Johnson. You's a con man yourself. Show me where that money at for that school. Show the people where it's at. That's right. Instead of sitting there talking about how bright, what color a motherfucker is and all that, hoes do that. Excuse the expression.
Oh my God.
That just little talk, Or women do that.
Oh.
That's right. Women worry about what color a man's skin is. That's right. Look like you got homo in you, worried about what color a motherfucker is. But family, that's just my little take of Omar Johnson. I ain't gonna talk about that nigga too long because he pissed me off with that bullshit about skin color. There's somebody sitting on their mama couch and all that bullshit. Supposed to be Pan-African. You a Pan fucking con man. That's what you is. So family, peace and blessings to all the melanated family. Although listen to this video, please subscribe. And Omar Johnson, get your motherfucking act together and show the people where you put all that money at.
Wow.
And that was the elder.
Rasan
Okay.
Delay from the great city
Rasan
of New
Delay.
Orleans, Louisiana.
I need that link. I want to watch it when I'm feeling down.
I'll send it to you.
Oh my
I got it
gosh.
favorited. I'll send it to you.
First of all, I love what it is about when old people cuss, but it's the funniest thing to me because they put their whole feeling into
They put everything into
that's what
it.
the whole thing. I was like, wait a minute now. Oh,
Right.
wow. Wow. He had a lot to get off his chest.
Yeah, he was mad.
Real mad.
He was big mad.
Right. But when he was talking about the money you collect for the school or whatever, it made me think about churches with the building fund. And you don't see no new buildings, none of that.
Right.
But they got this building fund.
Right, the building fund, but then the pastor be rolling up in the goddamn beans.
Yeah, I can't do that kind of mess. And Creflo and all them. Oh, I need a jet. A jet your ass somewhere else. I'm not paying for that.
A jet for what? Speaking of, is Creflo Dollar still with us?
No.
I have no idea.
Well.
Okay, there we have it.
Well. But yeah, we had to play that because Lauren hadn't heard that shit. But nigga, wow. the Ankh-Right Rumble has been fucking hilarious.
I can't.
We're gonna address this kind of quick. Um, and it kind of goes directly into what, like I said, Lauren gave us at least one of the topics for the show. So speaking of headassery in the LGBT community, Amber Rose
Uh-oh.
has been in the news because she said that she would have a problem dating a bisexual man.
Yeah.
And that, along with Kimberell and Shirley Caesar, had
In effect.
an effect on the interwebs, on the community, on the family, in the words of Rasan Delay. Uh, and honestly, it ain't, well, it's Amber, but this kind of happens a lot with preferences on Twitter, especially when you get to talking about gender and sexuality and stuff. One of the perfect examples, and I hate when people ask this question, even if it's not intended to be some troll and shit. But when people ask, would you date a transgender person? I hate that question because it
Yeah.
brings out a lot of head ass shit. A lot
Yeah.
of head ass shit. Even from quote unquote well meaning people, it brings out a lot of head ass shit. And I hate that fucking question
Yeah.
so much.
I avoid that completely.
Yeah, smart.
That's my coping mechanism for a lot of Twitter. I just be like, all right, I'm gonna just scroll on past this. I'm
Right.
gonna just that's all I can do
Tweet from
right
my
now. Because I mean,
mentions.
right? Because you can't
Right.
tell people what to tweet about or what not to tweet about. So I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna deal with what I can control and
Right.
just leave it
I
alone.
tap out. For my sanity, I tap out.
Honestly.
And I look, I get it. Like like people people simplify it and saying, at the end of the day, people like what they like and don't what they don't, which I'm not saying is wrong, but when you have these conversations, and especially if you care about not appearing or not being a head ass, sometimes I know a lot of times we say it ain't that deep, and a lot of times it ain't. But at the same time, sometimes it is a little deep, bro. And it won't kill you to pause for a second and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, I can understand that. I promise you it won't kill you. I promise you can still make jokes. Like I said earlier, I think a lot of people, especially on Twitter, like they are all for jokes over facts until the jokes hit them. Then they have a problem with it. Um,
Yeah.
and they want to be joking all the time, which, we live in a shitty world and sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. I get it. I understand it. Shout out to Solange, you know, cranes in the sky. So I get it. At the same time, Solange also told us, we have the right to be mad. We got a lot to be mad about.
Yeah.
So it ain't gonna kill you to, to have a kind of semi kind of intellectual conversation for at least 2 seconds. It won't kill you. Because let's keep it a buck, even with our preferences, and that ain't even like talking about LGBTQ people, throwing them into it. Like even like shit like height or weight or shit, race, for that part. Like it kind of, it it's some level of discrimination in that. Even if you don't intend to like be offensive or be a head ass, or whatever, it's it's a level of discrimination in that shit. Like for me, like I don't. I've seen some very attractive white women, some very pretty white women, some very pretty Latino women, but I ain't checking for them like that. You know, I mean, I ain't checking for nobody, period, because I got a woman. But the point being, like, you know, black
Can't do
women,
nothing for you.
right? They just can't do nothing for me, and it's not, you know, I'm not trying to be offensive or whatever, but they just can't do nothing for me, and you know,
That's me.
it's a level of discrimination in that shit. You know what I mean? Like I see black women a lot on Twitter say, you know, white men nice to look at, but pink penis can't do nothing for them. You
It's
know,
not the move.
and you know that's
Like trying to deal with that raw meat.
hilarious, hilarious. And you know, it's a level of discrimination in that shit, and I mean that's okay. Like I think people think admitting something can be messed up, even though not intended to be messed up. I think people think that makes them ugly, quote unquote, or makes them think that I'm problematic or whatever. And maybe you are, but it's like it ain't really nothing you can help with that though. You know what I mean? Like I think people take that offensively. It's like, well, if you wouldn't date a transgender person, you know, and someone says, well, that's, you know, not flat out calling you a bigot, but saying on some kind of level that is a level of discrimination at some point. I think people take that as saying, well, you're a Republican and you the problem with this and that. And it's like, whoa there, buddy, whoa there. I'm not saying you Donald Trump. I'm just saying that's a level of discrimination with that everybody has with everything. You know what I mean? Like it's not an attack. It's just saying this can be messed up. Because a lot of shit that we do is messed up, even when we ain't trying. Like we live in a messed up world, you know. We conditioned to do messed up stuff, and it takes some learning to do that.
Yeah, because I sure do discriminate. I can't. Well, I'm just talking about white men. I'm not going too far deep into that. I like it's funny because even when I'm out somewhere and I'm looking a mess, I see a white dude, I don't care. I see a black dude, I'm gonna try to go the other way. I don't want to be seen. I literally don't care how I look like man. Like I just can't. And I'm like, if you like it, I love it. Do you? But I can't do it. That's
I'm a misandrist.
discrimination.
Niggas get the fuck as far as I'm concerned. So
Yeah, Dan is a misandrist, so you know we already know we already know Dan's like fuck these niggas, but you know, Dan's a misandrist. I mean, and honestly, I can't really blame him, but you know,
Yeah.
But yeah, I think people like just people take things as an attack, when, you know, because I mean, not to go too deep because we do have other stuff to talk about because we got to get the Yandy. We gonna get the Yandy before this night over with.
Absolutely.
But not to go too deep with it, but like there is a level of discrimination that we all have. Like I said, like we said earlier, like we're conditioned to from a very young age, even in this country, we're conditioned to think that being straight, being heterosexual, being cisgender is the right quote unquote way to be. You know what I mean? Like that's the default. That literally is like the default of this country. Like so already that's a level to it there where it's like if you're not that, society, not on the individual level, but in general, is gonna look at you funny. So there's already a level of discrimination there. Then when you get into the other shit, you know, like, you know, being bisexual, you know, being transgender, you know, being gay, you know, it's, you kind of got to be intellectually lazy to be like, well, no, I'm not, you know, that's not discrimination. You know, that's just, you know, the way things are. Well, it's like, why are things like that? Why is like being straight and cisgender, why is that like the only, for the most part, acceptable thing to be, and anything else you just, you know, different, or it's a quote unquote lifestyle or whatever, which people can agree and disagree with. Like it, some of this stuff is kind of deep, fam, you know, and it don't kill you to be like, oh shit, well damn, I never thought of it that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because when you said the whole thing about, well, if you walk up to someone that's straight and be like, I don't agree with your lifestyle, I was like, oh yeah, that does sound crazy as hell.
Right. Like, I mean, the thing about that is, and I said this over and over again on the timeline, is how somebody, you know, who they attracted to, like, that's not subjected to you to agree or disagree with. Like,
Yeah.
you know, you tell me, you know, whatever, you know, I'm a guy, I'm attracted to guys, and I go, I disagree. Nigga, with what? I'm disagreeing that you like the kind of people you like. No,
Yeah. Like you
and
mess around and
since it ain't you and I going to bed in a given moment, then who you like ain't even my fucking business.
yeah.
So, oh, I just don't agree with the lifestyle. Look, the lifestyle is first off the phrase the lifestyle is hokey as fuck.
That's a lot. It's a
But
like lifestyle.
if you wanna make it something, I mean, shit, the parts just fit a little different. That's really the chief motherfucking difference.
Lauren can attest to this. Makeup is a lifestyle, a good lifestyle.
Who you telling? And not a cheap one either.
Right.
Not one damn bit. Matter of fact, I gotta go to Sephora tomorrow. But
Sephora, shopping at Sephora is a lifestyle and a good lifestyle at that. I might add.
Didn't
I
some
gotta make a
nigga say that
list.
Sephora was some white people bullshit?
Oh my God.
Some girl on Facebook that I found the screen of. She said something like the Sephora was for whores and all this kind of shit. But I think
Oh
someone,
girl.
I
Oh
think
yeah,
somebody,
she said the hole in the middle and then Sephora.
yeah.
Some shit. Yeah.
But I think somebody said she was trolling and that she does it a lot. So you know, I took it with a grain of salt. You know, no
Okay.
harm, no foul.
I don't
Them jokes
understand the
still gonna fly
trolling
though.
thing. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
understand the trolling.
Yeah, but like I get it, you know, like people, you know, you like what you like I get it, but at the same time, some of this stuff is kind of deep, and it does have a lot to do with the way we're socialized and the way we're conditioned, and it's not just because you admit that, you know, just because you admit that, don't even mean you have to sleep with the person. Because look, I'm I've seen some very attractive transgender women. I've seen some transgender women that look absolutely beautiful. I
Definitely.
Whoop whoop.
I don't me myself personally, I don't think that I could date a transgender woman. Not saying you know, and fuck it, I'm a grown ass man. Like not saying I wouldn't, I just don't think I could. Now I don't have to worry about that because I'm with the woman of my dreams now. But the point being, I don't know. You know, because I all my life I've been conditioned, I've been social socialized to be like cisgender women. That's what you like. That's what you want. You know, anything other than that is like, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? And like, look, I'm not bi. I don't identify anything other than straight. So this is just my straight ass, non-head ass opinion. But I don't know, and it's okay to be like, well, I don't know, or that, you know, hey, it even though it's my preference, it still can be fucked up. You know what I mean? Like both can be true. It can just be your preference, and it also can be some underlying stuff where you're not trying to be offensive, but with the way we condition, it might be offensive, and that's okay. But you know, people just get so offended, and then they show. This is how people really show their true colors: is that they swear they progressive and allies, quote unquote. But when you bring that up, then they turn into Republicans and say all this kind of offensive shit like trannies and all this kind of shit. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah, a lot of people use fucked up language and having the discussion anyway. Like for
yeah,
example, when Atlanta had the transracial episode, I was real pissed off about that because it's like
I miss that.
Ooh,
I
not
miss that.
not only are y'all
that's a
taking this
lot.
racial dolezal ass bullshit and trying to get these jokes off about, like, not even get these jokes off, but like trying to basically like go hand and fist with that. Um, but that shit really was an affront to trans people who legit, you know, like, I mean, see, here's the thing about trans people. Like, to sit and hear them talk about their experiences, they are more sure that they would rather go through with the transition than I think most cis people are sure about anything.
Mm. I mean, it's a lot to do.
Right. And you gotta know, like, you gotta know, like, this is, especially for someone going from, you know, man to woman, because, you know, this is a society where, right or wrong, women are treated like oh, it's a step down that you want to give up your
Yeah.
manliness to be a fucking woman, like, and so like these people are certain, like beyond a doubt, that this is what they want and need to do. This is how they're going to be the most right that they can be, and it would behoove the rest of y'all simple asses, not YouTube, but like the y'all ass, hashtag y'all motherfuckers, to meet these people where they are and just treat people kind, man. That is not that hard to do.
It is when you a head ass.
It ain't that hard to do.
but but yeah,
I don't even want to give head asses the easy way out. Like, it's not that fucking hard.
it is not. But yeah, so like like I said, between Kim and Shirley and Amber,
It's been a lot.
it's been a lot, and all I really got to say is, like, LGBTQ people, just keep your head up, know that you are loved, and know that it's not you, it's the rest of these motherfuckers being stupid. uh, and so that, along with Lauren's tweet about fine people being stupid, this brought us to our topic about when they fine, but they views on every single thing is just horrible. Lauren, you want to
Oh
start it
my
off?
gosh. It's Here's the thing. What day? I think I tweeted that like yesterday or the day before that. It had to be yesterday. So this is the tweet that I saw on my timeline that was retweeted by this dude. It was like, "Oh, you're getting on one knee to propose to a woman that hasn't saved anything for you sexually." Nigga, get the fuck. We are grown as hell. Saved what?
Oops.
What? It's not like we getting some kind of arranged marriage at 13, 14. We are all grown. And what have you saved for your wife? It was just so weird. And the dude that retweeted it, somebody I superficial follow. I'm still plotting on that for some follow, by the way. Probably in the middle of the night. But I just it was just ridiculous. And other things he said is like real misogynistic and some other stuff. And you know me, I'm not really onto that everything is so deep thing, but it's just certain things stand out. And I'm just like, I can't follow you. I can't even just mute you. I gotta unfollow you because it's just ridiculous. I can't do it.
Yeah, that's I saw that shit, and I usually when that kind of shit happens, I do like Greg. Shout out to Greg, because Greg's so fucking old. Like, I'll just go and mute.
He
I'll just
hates
go and
everything.
yeah, he really does. That's my boy though. But
I love it.
Greg hates everything. But I just block him. I just block and mute or filter them whenever y'all retweet stupid shit. Like,
Yeah.
or retweet people saying stupid shit. I just mute and block and filter. Cause I ain't got
That's all you
time.
can do.
Cause I
That's
only
really
had
all you can do.
for my sanity, I only had the time to react. Sometimes you know, if I feel like speaking, I will. But other than that, for my sanity, I ain't got the time to be cussing out these stupid motherfuckers. Like, fuck them.
Yeah, no.
Fuck them.
I'll retweet it and let people see how stupid they are, and then I keep it
Yes.
moving. But that's
Yes.
it.
Maybe make a little
I might
shady
put like
comment.
question mark. Yeah, me too.
Right.
Yeah. And I remember I retweeted that and I put question marks. Like, what?
Right.
We
Right.
grown as hell.
My favorite new one is the Justin Timberlake meme.
Which one is that one?
Wait,
Shit.
hello?
I'll send it to you. Where
Was
he
it him at the
basically,
Golden Globes?
yes, I think it was. Or he was just looking. He was looking like he literally just got through saying, "Oh, you sweet soul."
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. I think it was at the Golden Globes. I saw a picture.
Yes, with like that blue background and shit, like that
I
one.
think so.
But
Oh
yeah,
Lord.
that's like my favorite reaction pick, or at least like top two, but top five. But yeah,
Top
so
five, top five, top five.
yeah, but like I feel you, because it's like keeping with the LGBT theme. It was one chick, and this was like a while back. I want to say like a year and a half ago. No, about a year ago. Well, no, about a year ago, year and a half ago. So at before, when I was single, like she lived in Atlanta, and I was like, oh, okay, she cute, whatever. Nice, avid popping and shit. Okay. I thought about shooting my shot. And then I saw her say something fucked up about Caitlyn still calling her Bruce and still calling her a man. So I was like, nope,
Ooh.
nope. So nope, nope, nope. I was like,
Yeah.
nah. I had to hit the force of all. Then when I did that, when she noticed, inboxed me on Instagram like, oh really? Uh, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna block you from this group. I don't need that. I don't need that kind of stupidity. I don't care how high your titties sit up. Nah, I
Oh
don't, I
my
don't,
goodness.
I don't. No, nah, I
I'm
don't.
first of all, if I find out somebody like force unfollow me, I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I'm not about to find you on Instagram. It's clear that they didn't want to be associated with you. You know how desperate that looks? Dang, I'm gonna plead my case and you gonna follow me back. No, nigga. That's not how this
Right.
works.
I object.
Oh,
Overruled.
never in my life. Okay. But yeah, that's understandable. They talk about people talking themselves out of this or that. And it works on both sides. It's not just the men.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah. I'll say this. It works on both sides. I don't think the playing field is level, but it does
No,
work because it's
absolutely not.
yeah. Because I mean, let's be honest. The dick market is overflooded. Let's keep it
Yep.
above. Let's keep it
Yep.
real here. But
Yep.
it does work because it is. There are women that I've been like, I thought about it, but then I'm like, I see them say some pick me shit, or I see them say some homophobic
Yeah.
shit, or like with this chick, they say some transphobic shit, and I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I can shoot my shot with
It's
titties that are less problematic than you. Like, yeah. I mean, I ain't got to worry about it now, but just saying. Like,
yeah.
yeah. It's like, ugh.
It's no
Like
point
it,
in wasting your time when you know y'all not on the same page already.
right? Like, you ain't gonna be. What you gonna have a conversation about? They obviously they ask you. You ain't really got time for that shit. So what y'all gonna be talking about? Like, what what's the conversation gonna be like? Like, what
Trash.
it's gonna be trash, and
What a
then
trash.
it's gonna feel like work for you because they gonna say some ashy shit, and you just gonna be like, really, really, and then and then they gonna start a debate because they're gonna be like, well, what's wrong with what I said? Like, you can't take my opinion, and then it's gonna be a whole shit where
Right.
you ain't got
That's
time
just
for.
my opinion. You're gonna have to deal with that shit again. And trust me, you don't
Right,
want to get me started on it. It's just my opinion, assholes.
right,
Nah.
right,
If
right.
I see it like that on the timeline, I'm pretty. And then a lot of people are like, oh, it's just Twitter. Okay, if this is your representative, and usually people like give you their best from the beginning. If this is your representative, that means it gets worse.
Right.
So I'm good.
Right. Right. Like if I
I'm
see
good.
You are unneeded. Get out of my Caucasian home.
right.
Thank you for your service.
This is let's cancel this. It's finished. It's done.
Yeah,
So
back to
but
things that matter.
but yeah, like that is a shame. Like somebody is physically attractive as fuck and then they open their mouth and it just goes
It's
downhill.
just bad. It's
It's
just
like
bad.
it's like the Charlie Brown wah 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 wah
Honestly.
wah wah.
And it's so funny when people ask different people, "Oh, why are you single? Why are you this? Why are you that?" When they see somebody's attractive, when clearly it's about more than that. That's a dumbass question to begin with. But still,
Right.
Right.
Leave people
People's
alone.
for reasons.
attractive people are single because motherfuckers are stupid and ain't nobody got time for that shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So,
They either stupid or broke or head ass or a combination of all three. And that's terrible.
and I don't know why you feel like somebody should be in a relationship just because they look good. Like, and most of the time, it's people asking that are single. Then why the hell are you single?
Right.
Exactly.
That being in a relationship with somebody that look good ain't a relationship. That's an Instagram photo.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of those situations, but I digress.
But Being fine and stupid, that is just such a waste of looks, and sometimes it just kill your soul because you wanna like this person, or you wanna
Yeah.
potentially shoot your shot, or just see what that mouth do, and then they open their mouth, and
And you're like, nope, don't care about what that mouth do no more.
I was in the middle of
That mouth say too
drinking.
much stupid shit.
I was in the middle of drinking wine when you said that. Oh,
Did I lie is my
God,
question.
damn wine. No, however, it's so bad. But as long as if you avoid wasting time, you're good.
Don't waste niggas' time. 2017.
No, we off
I
that.
can't agree to that.
I don't know.
Take that from the record.
Hey. Well, no, look, don't let me spoil your fun.
Right?
I was hacked.
But we've been at
This
this
the
for
hacker.
We've been at this for about an hour and some change. And so, speaking of wasted time, we gonna wrap up, and me and Lauren are gonna talk about something that is near and dear to the Black community at this time, and that is the ratchetry of love and hip hop. Now, I would just like to make this disclaimer: is that I have been catching up on Love and Flip Flops. I think I'm all caught up now. Um, I have been binge watching, and catching up, and so I really don't care about nobody else's storyline other than this one in particular because it's so fucking stupid.
The whole thing is stupid. It's really terrible, but yeah.
Yandy done lost her goddamn mind.
Yep.
Cause ain't no damn way. Okay, all right. So Lauren, let's talk about it. Okay, so number one, she ain't really married to Mendice's squiggly line. Cause I don't even know how you spell that nigga name still.
I just say mended cheese. I'm not about to spell your name right. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
That mother. Can you imagine like Tyrese trying to pronounce that nigga name?
Oh my gosh. He would have called him mannequin.
Right?
Easily.
So Yandy really ain't married to you know what we should do? You know what we should do, Lauren, for this segment? We should do to Mendice's name what people do to Karuchi's name and call him.
Karuchi don't deserve that shit.
She really don't. She
really
don't.
She don't. She's so cute. But yeah, she don't.
She really don't. So we gonna do Mendice's like people do Karuchi.
Karuchi is an angel in my eyes. Fuck y'all. Well, not y'all.
Right.
You know what I mean.
That's all I want to say. I'm like, this
I'm like, damn. Well, he did confess his love for Karuchi last week. So.
Oh, I
confessed my love for Karuchi about 70 times, man. What you talking about?
Well,
I understand.
Shoot your
She's
shot.
Adorable.
She is. Shoot your shot. And she got an
I've been shooting my shot. She don't respond to me though. But it's all good. One day.
Keep up alive, brother.
Well, I was about to say I don't think she likes light skinned men, but that could be true still.
Lauren.
Nigga, what? No, we are not going in 2017 with you acting like you dark skinned. No, that's not what we doing.
That's what he's about to do?
Contraire mon ami. Yes, the fuck we are. This is the year we recognize.
No.
2017. This is a 1 year. It's time for new beginnings, partner.
Oh, wow. New beginnings. Okay, well, even with that new beginning, you still gonna be the color of golden Oreos, and it's okay.
Lauren.
All right.
Don't get thrown off my show now.
All right.
You trying to get me to read the whole goddamn David letter to you? That's what you trying for.
Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna play nice.
Oh shit. You know, people listening to this, they were like, anytime you want to just get Lauren to cooperate, just threaten to read the David
letter. Okay. No, don't do that.
But so,
if it's Twitter, I'm gonna just mute you.
Hilarious. Nick and the famous words, nigga who reading all this shit.
You can't mute this podcast though.
Hey, I know I can't, but on the timeline, no.
Yeah, see,
that's a whole other situation.
No whole other situation. I'm gonna show you a situation, all right.
We're
gonna situate some 5 pages of David up in this thing.
But friend, I don't deserve this. Honestly, yeah, man.
What are you doing? Damn, what are you doing?
It's a joke.
It's a joke. speaking of a joke, so Yandy really ain't married to a magician. So she really trying Yandy really is a physical manifestation of the boy's mind, and I don't understand because she ain't married to this nigga.
I have multiple thoughts about this whole situation.
Well, this is the time to talk about it. I saved
Right.
this for last for a reason.
So listen. All right. So she's supposedly married. She's supposedly married to
Allegedly.
Mechanical Pencil. Supposedly. And it's like she's like doing videos talking about the life of a wife, got the ring that I'm pretty sure she paid for all in the camera and all that good stuff.
She's the wife of motor oil.
Yeah. So her and Moroccan had their whole wedding special, and they not even married for real. And then she's over here bragging to his exes about, oh, I'm the wife, I'm this, I'm that. And one of the girls, I think it's the second oldest son. No, he actually had this son around the same time they had their son. That's a big thing. That's one of the reasons why they're butting heads. But at the same time, she's telling this girl, oh, you ain't nothing but a slide. You ain't never been nothing but a slide. He told me this, he told me that. And
it's like, girl, one, you and Magikarp really ain't married, and what makes you think that he ain't been telling you lies? Like, because the timing of that baby, the timing of those two babies is too damn eerie for you to be like, I'm the wife, and y'all hoes just man. It's like, well, what if you in a relationship to a single nigga?
Yeah, and the thing is, it's like just like we said about taking L silently. You over here, it's clear that he cheated on you or cheated on her or whatever, was lying to both of y'all. But
more flat been cheating on somebody.
Here's the thing, Mo Control was cheating on somebody. And he's trying to like make her feel better about the situation and downplay the other baby mama. Oh, she was this, she was that. I don't know about side chicks getting apartments with men and all that good stuff and going on trips and stuff. And he was just downplaying it to her to make her feel better. And you're over here talking about it's about the kids, but you over here disrespecting his mama. It's clearly not about the kids.
Like Mudflap been sending inspirational videos from prison and shit to like reassure her that she is the wifey. Got her up here feeling like that horrible ass neck song. Like, and this motherfucker, like the timing is too damn close for you. For like if she could just hit that light switch in that brain of hers on all them damn bundles. If she could just flip that on.
She got like 35 bundles. Like I know her neck hurt.
Like I know her neck is tied and deferred, beloved. Like if she would just flip that on and all them bundles to see like, okay, to get to point A to point B in C amount of time ain't adding up. Like something about Megatron just ain't adding up.
She is bad because you're sitting here bragging about being a wife and all that, and y'all ain't even married. Like nobody would even be questioning you about this if that's not what you were over here toting around as some big joker. Like, congratulations, y'all got married. Cool. If this is about the kids, make it about the kids. You over here disrespecting this chick, like over this nigga in jail for 8 years.
A nigga in jail for 8 years. Like
you doing in jail for 8 years, I'm out.
You doing all this hemming and hawing over Morehouse, who in jail for 8 years, and you are sitting up here flaunting and arguing with the other mothers of his children when y'all niggas ain't even really married. Like you calling them the side pieces, and if we keep it in a buck, you a side piece, and
you the side piece of all.
And right, and on top of that, you ain't even the fine side piece.
Oh shit!
Nah,
take the table, Jeremy.
Cause Erica, listen.
She's the finest one. I said it the other day. She's the finest baby mama, whatever, mother, child, whatever. She's the finest one out of all three of them. And that's probably one of the reasons why Andy feels so threatened.
Yeah, because Erica ain't got to use all 151 bundles to look decent.
Like, I wonder how she sleep. Like, I know how to sleep in
She
certain
got to sleep
rollers
at an
and
angle.
stuff.
Got to.
But like, are you trying to be Rapunzel? Like, it's terrible. It looks so heavy. And I've seen her actual natural hair, and it's nice. I don't know why you feel the need to get 85 bundles of hair.
She got to sleep in sections, because ain't no damn way. She got to sleep in sections.
It's just so bad. And I'm like, you talking about you got all this money. You should
And
have better
apparently
hair.
it ain't going to hair care.
But it is. That's how she burned 85 bundles.
Look, and then what killed me over this shit, the high point of me like being like, nah, I gotta start watching this more on a consistent basis and talk about this shit, because ain't no damn way. How the fuck you lock somebody out of they damn apartment?
Listen.
How?
She was. Someone said that she took that pointer from his mom. Yeah, do that. And I'm like, that's messy for you to be involved in this anyway.
Right.
But I don't know. You trying to show her that she's not this or that. She went after that because she knew they had an apartment together, and she don't like that shit. But at the same time, it happened, and they've had it for years apparently. So I guess you wanted to do a dig at her, but it's showing that you're insecure about this relationship that they had, which you probably have a good reason to be. Like when he got on the phone with her, when Megabus got on the phone with Yandy, and she was like, he was on the phone with. Like, so what is the truth?
The truth.
What is the truth? Like,
you're not gonna find it.
Like, I get it. It's a messy situation, and Metro PCS ain't made it no better. But the point being, Yandy, girl, what are you doing? Like, it's gotten to the point where I don't even think that it's just for her storyline and her contract. I think this is really her. Like when she got on, like when she posted that video, flossing talking about it's a wife with them damn football helmet ass bundles, flaunting shit. Like I'm like, okay, all right. This
had
ain't
nice
even got
things. Are you okay?
this. Look. We were sent here to do what we were sent here to do, okay? And I was sent here to talk about these bundles and her fake marriage to Metropolitan, okay? And she did that shit. I'm like, okay, this ain't got nothing to do with the story. You really believe that you and this nigga are married, and you really think you got a leg up on his other mother's children when Mitsubishi really, if we keep it in the book, been playing all of y'all.
Call him Mitsubishi.
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Oh man.
I'm gonna do this whenever the next time we have Ratchet TV. By the way, I'm gonna do this too.
You should.
I'm gonna call that man everything except his name.
He got hung up on by Erica, and it's like you really can't do nothing. You in jail. You got to sit there and take that. You got hung up on.
You got to take that L, dog. Take that L. I bet he be in jail like in the tour like Real Run, just tweet shit, just writing on the damn notepad.
Lord. Like when I get out though, I'm gonna do all of this. But the funny part about all of that is the fact that on the phone with Metro PCS, and it was like, he didn't know that she didn't sign papers off. He didn't know that they're not actually married.
Right.
So he was like, "Are you serious?"
Right. I forgot that part. Thank you, Lauren. Like, not only are they not really married, Mutiny don't even know they not really married. So it's like, nigga, you flossing, talking about you the wife, and he don't even know you not really the wife. Like,
he didn't know. He hung up on her. He hung up on her.
Right. He was hurt. He was like, yeah, like, girl, what are you doing?
You just not telling your friends and your so-called husband, I have a bond with him, but not with the government. You know how crazy you sound? That's exactly what she said. We have a bond, but I just didn't do it with the government. Get the fuck out of my face, man. What are you doing? I roll my eyes so hard. You trying to like do all this after trying to floss and do all this shit to his other
see, girl, Juju, what you don't understand is that me and Matlock have a bond that extends beyond what the government and the general population say, because our love is eternal.
Now she ain't right.
Yes,
she
is.
Right
yes,
now.
yes, Yandy and the Ankh right. Yes,
no.
yes. Yandy is in the bundles division of the Ankh right. Yes.
Oh, and she got them all.
All of them. Every single last one. Every single last one. But yeah, I can't do it. Yandy, in my opinion, Yandy's storyline is by far the most entertaining storyline. Because go ahead.
The thing is, I'm like a trash TV connoisseur. Like, I love it. Like, the sad part about it is it make me feel better about my life. Like, I'll watch Black Ink and all that and be like, man, y'all crazy as hell. Like, how are you making these decisions? And it makes me feel so great about my life. This season is just ass. Like, the New York one, I'm like, honestly, y'all really forcing it.
Yeah, Pap
it's
trying
too bad for me.
Pap trying to force Remy to have a baby, which, by the way, if Pap's stroke is anything like his bars, it's gonna be a long time before Remy pregnant. I just like to get that out there. But yeah,
because I saw a video and he was at the barbershop with a fitted on in the chair, so I just don't know.
I mean, story developing, like the storyline is developing. Mona Scott will find some kind of way.
She will always.
But it really ain't the best, because especially compared to other seasons, like the first season where they first introduced Cardi. Yes.
Yeah. Then she's about to leave the show for being Mary Jane. Like she did what she's supposed to do. She went on there, got her music going, got all these fans.
Cardi the only one. Cardi like the only like Love and Hip Hop All Stars, not counting Remy because she actually is an artist. But Cardi B is like the only one that halfway kind of got a little bop. Like she kind of like she the only one that halfway got a few little bops. Everybody else is like, you know damn well Mona don't be listening to them songs.
Hell no.
Remember when she let Mariah Lynn get away with saying nigga?
Ooh, when was this?
I think it was like when they first introduced Mariah Lynn, and she had that song, and and she didn't say it the whole song, but on like one of the bars she said nigga. And it was and it's like ain't she white? Racial doses on.
She's something. I don't know what that is.
Oh shit! But this is probably the first, maybe not the last, but definitely the first Ratchet TV recap on the Crown of Collards podcast, because Dan don't watch this shit. So
yeah, well, you were like, I need somebody to talk about this with. I'm like, Dan on there, you can talk about it with him, but I didn't make that connection.
Yeah, Dan don't watch this shit. I do. I enjoy Ratchet TV. I do.
I understand why you wouldn't, but like I said, I'm terrible. It makes me feel better about my life.
Yeah, honestly, truly.
To be honest.
Truly. And then we've had some iconic trash TV.
Oh yeah. The GOAT is one of the OGs is Flavor of Love.
Flavor of Love, yes.
To be honest.
Yes. I still got that shit on DVD.
Start of most of this shit.
Yes, I still got season 2 on DVD.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, man. So Yandy done lost her damn mind. Amber Rose lost her damn mind. Kim Burrell and Shirley lost her damn mind. And White America lost their damn mind because they elected the white R. Kelly. So
that's all bad.
So
so Bette Midler had that no. I'm getting white ladies mixed up. Oops. Meryl Streep told that speech at the Golden Globes, and people popping up, oh, celebrities shouldn't be making comments about politicians, blah blah blah. And someone else was like, he was a celebrity, right? Like, you voted for a celebrity.
Right.
So what the fuck?
Right. right. Like, know who you're voting for. But
they didn't care as long as he was white and a man.
Yeah.
So
they didn't care as long as he was white and racist and all the other bigotries combined. So
yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, black people, we gonna be all right. Hopefully, maybe, probably.
Yeah, I can't swim, so
right.
we better not be on that the nigga Navy anytime soon.
Which was hilarious.
Fucking hilarious. I cried.
Black folks know we can turn shit to sugar, boy. I swear to God.
This is definitely our superpower.
Yes. So, Lauren, thank you so much for having us. We taking up a lot of your time, and honestly, we went overtime, but we thank you for sticking with us.
I'm doing my flexi rides as we speak. Good.
So, thank you for joining us. It's been a minute. We ain't had you on and seemed like forever, but we thank you for joining us and joining this coonery.
No problem. It's right up my alley. So I had fun.
And we enjoy having you. Dan, you got any church announcements?
Shit, I forgot I was on the show still.
Yes.
Look at you.
I've just been in there minding my business, letting y'all talk, cracking an occasional joke here and there. I got nothing tonight. Just go Seahawks. That's about it.
This what we doing.
Niggas is just so petty. Petty.
Terrible. Petty boots. I ain't even say nothing about the Saints, man. I ain't even say nothing about the Saints.
Niggas is just petty. Just can't let nothing ride.
I ain't even say nothing about the Saints, but we beat twice this year, but it's okay.
Yeah, clap. About time.
It's all right. Ain't no about time. We've done it before. Okay. But I digress. I'm not gonna do this.
About time it meant something to y'all. I should say. About time it affected y'all season meaningfully.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna let it ride. Put on my Falcons jersey to watch them play. Them other birds.
One thing I will say though,
go Seahawks. I can say
one thing I will say, niggas, Falcons Nation, niggas, y'all some petty motherfuckers want us to play Future at the goddamn game. I will say that.
Listen.
You motherfuckers.
They are trash, but I love it.
You are some petty motherfuckers. I'll allow it only if y'all play March Madness. I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm sure Russell even likes that song.
Right, because let's keep it a buck. Not all Future songs are created equal. Let's keep it a buck.
Absolutely not.
So, long as March Madness is played, I'll allow it. I don't have any church announcements other than thank you all for listening to episode 104 of the Crown and Collards podcast. Shop all our sponsors. Go to cspn.us. Click the Keep Our Podcast free link. Shop through Amazon, Busted Tees. All our sponsors. And all it does is give the network portion of the proceeds, so you want to pay to listen to me and Sarone sound like a box of cigarillos and some Air Max 95s. We out. Peace.
Ew.
Yeah, you. I better edit that out. That ain't gonna last.
It was like the timing of it.
That ain't gonna last. It's gonna get edited out. Don't worry. No trip.